Alright, so this is not a pretty video, but it's a hungry one, and I was just thinking about taking you with me to this journey to get a midnight snack. And it is actually, I mean, a few minutes after midnight. I look like Jimmy Neutron today. Do you know, like, did you also have this in English-speaking countries, Jimmy Neutron? It's called like I don't know if I love this lighting. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh yeah, this is kind of a mystery. Or do we want some more? This is, oh yeah, this is working now. Oh shit! I broke it. I really don't need this right now. Yeah, this is harsh now. What happened? I don't get this thing. So, I decided to have a midnight snack. Do you focus? Yes, please focus. Thank you. I just found some Italiano mozzarella to a few pieces. Some tomatoes. Even though I have to say, I usually don't like snacking like salad kind of things. You more crave something really like at midnight, you know? Like something that bread with butter and honey is a big one. I think maybe it's something that, you know, people from Germany do, because I think no one loves bread as much as Germans. And they don't make look. Sometimes I also like I don't wash them because I feel it like washes away the smell of like, do you know the smell of like ripe tomatoes in summer? And sometimes even in winter they smell here like this. I don't even know why, but like this really nice herbal smell of good tomatoes, like the green part of like the stem. What's the word for it? Anyways, so amazing. I love it so much. Tomatoes. Normally we have a knife here with like the riffles, and you can cut it very well with that, but now cut it all onto. It's actually sad that you can't see when I'm cutting here. Just like say something about my day and how everything went. So I was intentionally planning to do a creative session with a friend, but we ended up talking for hours, and we were talking also with my parents, which was really nice because she's one of my old like school friends, and yeah, they haven't seen in like ages because my friend went to Mexico and she was traveling there, and it was pretty amazing, like having a little group of people who haven't seen each other for a long time, you know, and just like having a chit chat and having some coffee, some tea, you know. So this is what it looks now. Ooh, I like the lighting. Yeah. We have some, of course. By the way, this is like mozzarella di bufala, so it's more like it's from a buffalo, so basically it tastes different, which is kind of obvious, but just wanted to say something. I just like want to keep the things entertained here. And we have some, this is no product placement, but we have some extra virgin olive oil from a farm. We went to like at the Garda Lake, and we went there to have a little holiday and had a wine tasting and an oil tasting, and you know, you just end up buying a lot of stuff and you don't regret it. It's like, it's the kind of stuff in life that you want to spend money on. So yeah, here we go. I am actually thinking that I like myself so much more in the nighttime, because for some reason I just, you know, I just had this conversation the other day with my brother about like, he's also doing like creative stuff, working in the creative field, and he was saying that actually it's neurologically, that's the word, you can prove it neurologically that after the afternoon, so when it tends to be like evening and also nighttime, you are more creative, more loose, more chill, more and things tend to flow better, especially in the creative field. So yeah, I can feel that, you know, that's all I'm trying to say. And I'm gonna put some very, very stinknormal, that's what you say in German, very stinknormal. Lately I'm like dad jokes. The yellow from the egg, that's something you say in German. It's not the yellow from the egg. Yeah, which is really bad, or what's thousands. But now that I have to perform in front of all of my tomatoes and buffalo cheese pieces, nothing's happening, nothing at all. And I tend to like, I don't know how I want to do it in the future, but I tend to look into the screen and not into camera. Not that important. Tableau of very cutesy salad. Eating at midnight. Very untypical for me. Very untypical. So when the lamp jumped off, like when it fell down, this little friend fell into my arms. And this is actually an invitation, right? So we're on the right track. This friend is the official proof of being on the right track. Yeah, so I'm just putting him there, and I was just thinking if I want some bread. Don't feel bread. Maybe I just want to eat salad and chat, you guys. This could take more salt. It's always like a little tricky because I tend to think every human does it, but like every human that has halfway some taste in their mouth, not too much salt, because you can always salt afterwards. But sometimes I tend to oversalt things, and like I don't get people that go on these like salt diets or something, because I'm like, if I don't have salt in my... It was the same yesterday. I went to a French place and we made gnocchi, like the gnocchi dough from scratch, and it was taking ages to get it to the consistency we wanted it to, because yeah, basically we just had like a wrong vision maybe in our heads. Long story short, at a certain point I was like, the consistency is right, but for some reason it doesn't really taste like gnocchi. I think I need to start saying gnocchi speaking English, because some of my relatives would turn around in their graves if they heard me say gnocchi. Let's continue with the story. So, the consistency was perfect, but the taste was kind of off. So, like, you know, my friend standing next to me, making the dough the perfect consistency, and me being the taster, like the good or no, and it was still not, like, the taste wasn't there, and it was salt. It was basically salt. Like, we put a few of salt in there, and it was perfect after that, in my opinion. My friend said that it still tasted too doughy, but you know, as long as I like the food, I don't care. Sorry, not sorry. And after that was we still have some, by the way. I took some home, and we had it tonight for dinner. It was lovely with some, how do you say, sage, I think. Sage, with some sage butter. Butter with sage butter, whatever. It's the most simple dish. I mean, like, of course it's work, you know, but it's so simple. It's like, it's basically potatoes, flour, was ist Weizengrieß. Something else I will just put in the comments, subtitles. And salt, and yeah, that's basically it. And then you need sage, and then you need butter. That's it. You know, it's so easy, but it's the most delicious food. If I would have to put a favorite food somewhere in the, you know, like, I don't like lists or like, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite movie? Like, how am I supposed to know my favorite movie? Tell me the genre. Tell me what mood I'm in, you know? And then I can say, okay, this and this and that movie. That's what I'm gonna, like, if I'm heartbroken, you know, this and that movie. That's what I'm gonna watch. If you're heartbroken, what food do you wanna eat? My mom's mushroom soup is like a Russian mushroom soup with like mushrooms from the forest. Or if I'm in love, if I would have to cook for someone I love, and it doesn't like matter if romantically, friendship, whatever, I would always go for gnocchi with sage and butter, and this as like the first course, like first dish. They don't say that's the language of love, you know, the Italian food. I know the sentence wasn't complete, but I just had this tomato on my tongue and I was like, am I allergic to tomato now? Because it's itchy on my tongue. But I think it's the pepper because this like red line from one to the other is basically like yesterday my throat started itching. And it's the time now, you know. It's the time when you are making hatsu and again. I love spring and summer, but bro, in June, my allergy is like on fleek. It's thriving. And I never asked it to thrive, you know. There are things I want to thrive and I want to just be in a good mood, but my allergy, I wouldn't miss it, you know. If it was just like somewhere else, but not in my body. So I thought for a second maybe it's my allergy kicking. And for some reason I'm allergic to a lot more things than I thought. The other day I was having a little cuddle with the dog. My throat started itching and my nostrils as well. Bro, don't fuck with me. Because I love dogs and I want to know a dog. So don't tell me I'm allergic to dogs now after 27 years of no allergy to dogs. But yeah, I think it was nothing. It was just my body weird. But one thing at least that I have to really be very happy with all of this process, even though I look like Jimmy Neutron, is my skin. I don't even know if in some world this is clear skin, but I have really good skin face. It would look funny if I would be like this. I don't know if I like it. It doesn't look funny enough because the lens is just a little bit too whitish through, and I'm thinking, no, it's again, it's that moment of like, oh, I decided for salad. I'm not in love with the decision because it's like it starts something in my stomach, you know. It's like I'm gonna put this in my stomach and then I'm gonna be happy. It's like it feels like there's a second course coming, you know, or like something sweet after. It's not like you're finished after this. The last 3 nights, really nice night lingerie on, and today, the night that I decide to do this video, I wear this Jimmy Neutron. I didn't look like Jimmy Neutron the last 3 days and nights, but it happens as it happens, right? Creativity and stuff and the flow. There are moments when I'm thinking, is this at least a little bit entertaining? 20 minutes of me talking absolute nonsense and eating. I mean, for most people, if you want to watch someone talking nonsense, you can just like sit in front of the mirror, eat yourself. At least you're eating yourself in that case and not watching someone eating, and just say something stupid to yourself, you know? So there must be some reasoning. Still not that impressed by the salad decision. Not that impressed. So there's nothing more disgusting than cleaning this sink filter. I don't know who invented it. A nice person, because at least it doesn't all get stuck in the pipe, and I don't know, you have to take all out and touch wet hair and I don't know, stuff that you really don't want to touch. But still, there are things that I'd rather not touch, even if it's actually eatable, you know? Just food. Thinking eating something sweet, but I don't know what to eat. It's not that we don't have sweet things, it's just what shall I eat? Nothing wrong about some quiet old chocolate hearts. Okay, this is way too long already, but I love it. And I will get some beauty sleep now. Do you know what I found funny? Last thing to say. I was about to go to sleep. Then I realized that I don't want to read anymore because I was reading something, and I heard how because I have these like sounds in my head when I'm doing too much at the same time, because my body is like straight saying, yo, bro, you're done for the day. And then I was lying in my bed like this, original, like this, just chilling. I tell about this guy that I used to live with, my flatmate, and sometimes he would just sit in his chair. I would like pass his room, you know, and he was just sitting in his chair, staring at the blank wall. And what are you doing? And he was like, bro, I'm staring. I'm just staring. Best thing. And at the time, I was already convinced, you know, but when I was lying upstairs and I was doing the same thing, and out of nowhere, I was like, I'm gonna make a video. When I was lying upstairs in my bed, I was doing the same thing, and out of nowhere I was like, I'm gonna make a video while eating. No, first I was thinking, let's go eat something, because I love this like bread with honey stuff and butter. By the way, I'm giving my loves perfume. I went downstairs and then I looked at this beautiful scenery. It's really nice light here right now. Nice things from the back. I like the background, you know. And then I thought, okay, let's get the camera. We're onto something. And even if I'm sitting tomorrow in front of this material and I'm thinking, what the hell am I editing here? Nope. I didn't do anything. This just decided to go off by itself and never come back again. And this is maybe the perfect, this is my sign to stop. Right here, right now. Sweet dreams. I hope you're eating something nice, or at least you're planning to eat something nice. And yeah, see ya.